Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Alan here at Lfcredchat, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at Lfcredchat and also on Facebook at Lfcredchat, and make sure you subscribe to the channel up here or down in here. But let's get stuck into the game. Liverpool against Sunderland. It's coming up very soon. It's on Saturday. Feels like forever since we've had a game since Wimbledon. It's been 5 days, which after the hectic January, hectic Christmas sort of period, it seems a while since a game. But yeah, it's coming up real soon. So we're going to do the usual thing. 5 things you need to know. Referee, wants to watch, trivia, stats, and next games we'll go over a little bit, and the long injury list of Liverpool and Sunderland at the moment. We'll tell you who will not be playing. So let's get stuck in. Number 1. Sunderland, for me, and the more you look at them, the more their league position with 20 points is a little bit deceiving at this team. Yes, they did go and get humped by Southampton 8-0, but since then they've actually been on an okay sort of run. But what I really want to talk about is how many draws they've had. They've had 6 home draws already this year, and they are 11. They've had 11 draws out of 20 games this season. So that's why I'm doubling them the nearly men. You take those draws, you add in a goal, bada bing, bada boom, you got 11 wins there. Unbelievable. So yeah, they are the nearly men. They're also close. Some games they've been hanging on. Yes, Chelsea, Liverpool at home. Yeah, they've been hanging on, but they're fighting hard for the point and they're getting it. So 11 draws out of 20 though, that is a lot. That is a lot. Number 2 thing you need to know, Liverpool are unbeaten in the last 5 meetings between them and Sunderland, home or away. So that's 3 wins for Liverpool and 2 draws coming up. Number 3, Liverpool are 8 games unbeaten. I actually just sat and watched the press conference for Brendan Rodgers, and one of the reporters said that there were 6 games unbeaten. That annoys the shit out of me, because I'm just a guy, just a jag, just another guy. And I can tell you that they're 8 games unbeaten. So if a reporter's going to go in there with non-facts, just making stuff up or not really investigating, it's kind of embarrassing for him. But they are 8 games unbeaten, and not 6 like he said. Number 4, our away form as Liverpool is pretty poor this season, especially in conceding goals. We average 1.78 goals per game away from home conceded. The only 2 teams that are worse than us for that are QPR and Burnley. So you're looking at that. That's 2 relegation battling teams there, and we're letting in almost as many goals away from home as they are. Goes to show you a little bit. We've got a little bit of a leaky defence, as if we need any more stats to back that up. Number 5. Okay. Sunderland, even though they've had 11 draws and stuff like that, nearly men, I'm doubling them, they have failed to score in 9 out of the 20 games that they've played in this season. So that's 9 games. So goals are hard to come by for the Sunderland supporters at the moment. Referee is going to be Craig Paulson. Can't really remember him off the top of my head. I think I know who he is. I think he's got almost like a dirty sort of blonde hair, sandy sort of blonde hair, maybe he's shorter a little bit, chubbier, but I could be completely wrong in that one. I might be thinking a different referee, but don't really have much to talk about them. Wants to watch from Sunderland. When you look through the team, you could say Josie Altidore, but he couldn't buy a goal at the minute. You got other players in there like what's the name, Adam Johnson, Rodwell. If he gets back, he's going to go through a late injury one. But the one that I really wanted to point out, I just want to do him by himself, is Pantelimon. So he's came in after Manoni was dropped, and he's actually had 6 clean sheets out of 12 games, which is very impressive, especially when you think in mini league he's only had 4 out of the last, I think it was 32 games was the stat I read. 4 out of the last 32, and Pantelimon's already beaten him here with 6 out of 12. Good between the sticks. He was also the goalkeeper that was in goals for when Sunderland came to Anfield not too long ago, for that 0-0 draw. and we couldn't break them down. So is a good competent goalkeeper that they have. Let's go through the stats. Okay, Liverpool 28 goals to Sunderland's 18. Like I was saying, very hard to come by. It's less than a goal a game. Liverpool conceded 27. Sunderland conceded 30. Aerial duels in the air. Liverpool win them at 51% of the time. Sunderland a little bit less at 46. Pass completion, Liverpool's 83, Sunderland's 79. Yellow cards, Liverpool have only had 37 compared to Sunderland's 52, which is league high at the moment, 52 yellow cards. But Liverpool have had 1 red card and Sunderland have had none. Interesting, 52 yellow cards, no red. Last time I mentioned a team that didn't have any red cards was Liverpool. And right after that, Barini came on for a nice little 15 minutes and got sent off. Whatever game that was. I forget now. If you put me on the spot, I forget. Possession though, Liverpool like to keep the ball. 53% of the time we average. Sunderland, as a team like they are, they're often on the back foot. Sunderland, they only have the ball for about 48% of the time. Liverpool have created 231 chances. Sunderland only 160. Next game coming up before we go back to back against Chelsea in the League Cup, I believe, is Villa. So that'll be the last game of this little run that everybody was talking about, massive games and all that. So we're coming through okay, 2 wins, 1 draw so far. Villa and Sunderland both away. A lot to look forward to and try and collect some points here. As this next 2 games you could see us getting 6 points. Moving up the table. If we do want to get Sunderland, more than likely we won't move league position because West Ham have, unless we score a number of goals and West Ham get beat by a number of goals, we're not really going to jump them at this point. So goes to show that's when you get to the. I always see that as almost like the depressing point of the table when you look above you and you're like, it'll take a couple of games for us to get there. 7 points out of 4th place, not undoable. Man City were about that number behind Chelsea only a matter of weeks ago, and now they're sitting up there with them on top of the league. Let's go into injuries. Liverpool's list is forever growing at the moment for whatever reason, and they just sacked the doctor, so I don't know if it's going to get any smaller in the foreseeable future, because some of them are pretty lengthy injuries so far. Sturridge, of course, heads of the list. He's been on here for ages. Lallana with his calf, still about 3 weeks out. Lovren, not too sure how far out he is. Like I said, I was watching the post-match interview, and there'll be a video coming up on that as well. But he never said any difference in the injury report. Really, there was no change. So Lovren, he's still out. Johnson's still out. Flanagan, of course, still out. Brad Jones, and if you want to call him a player, Joe Allen. For Sunderland, Lee Catamol, he'll be out. Rodwell will have a late fitness test, like I said. Cortez is eligible to play against his parent club. And what's his name? Rivi. He's got a ton of E's in his name. Rivialer. He'll be out as well, so I wouldn't have to say his name in the post-match video. So that's your lot for today. Hopefully this will be good 3 points for us. I fully expect it. Write in your comments down below. Also follow me on Twitter if you want to know the team news before almost anybody else. I have a very good source that is batting 1,000 at the moment. I keep on calling him a source, so it kind of protects him a little bit because I don't want people getting on him if he's wrong. But he gives me the team, I tell you guys the team, I'll say it's me, or a source says, boom, put it out there. If he's wrong, I'll take the flak, it's okay. If he's right, I tell you straight after and you can go follow him. But make sure you follow me at Lfcredchat on Twitter if you want to know the team news. Probably tomorrow mid-morning for you guys, or almost into the afternoon. I should have it for you. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at Lfcredchat. But apart from that, guys, comments down below if you think Gerrard's going to play. Very, very heavy pitch at Wimbledon. 5 days rest. I I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up at that moment, you know, that many days rest. But a very, very heavy pitch for him. Played the whole 90 minutes. 2 goals, a lot of stuff for him. But Lallana is out, and Jack kind of slots right into that place where Lallana was playing. You're lacking a little bit in players. You could see, you know, I don't think Suso's away yet. I'm not sure. That's another thing that came up. I'll mention it more in the press conference video. But Suso, Rogers was asked if he expects any more departures. And in a way, he didn't say that there was any departures. You know, he said maybe a couple of players will go out on loan if they're not getting enough first team football at the moment. But he doesn't expect anybody to be leaving. So I don't know if anybody's told him, you know. Brendan, Suso's leaving. Suso, his agent's already confirmed he's got a deal with AC Milan for 4 years. He's gone. So, I don't know, maybe he's still there. He was at Skirtle's birthday party a couple of days ago. But anyway, down below, if you think Gerrard's going to start or not, your team news, anything else that you want to talk about Liverpool related, towards the game, not towards the game, transfers, all the rest of it, fill your boots. So have a good one, guys. Stay safe as always over Friday into Saturday. Early game for us, 7:45 over here. That makes 12:45 your time in the UK if you're watching there. Continental Europe 1:45. Anywhere behind me, you're looking at out in LA. What would that be? 4:45 in the morning for you guys. Rough, absolutely rough on a Saturday. But have a good one, guys. Stay safe as always, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.